Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Dhena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Welcome again, those of you who joined us in between the last welcome. Tonight I'm going to talk about meditation, because to be healthy psychologically and balanced in life, one has to introspect. Otherwise, there's a way in which the mind, given its own ways, will drag us around the world and the universe relentlessly, and there'll be no peace. And there's no happiness without peace, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. And so we need a way to actually find our center. Balance means not that one stays perfectly still, but that one knows what the center is and can come back to it. We're always pulling back to the center. That is, if we know what it is. Of course, everyone has a center, some kind of goal in life. But sometimes certain goals are not as beneficial as others. Some may lead to misery, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. There are ambitions one may have that don't lead to happiness, but to misery. That's good information to have. For instance, he says happiness in the mode of passion is like nectar in the beginning and poison in the end. And that sounds really familiar to me. I don't know about y'all. So there's a way in which, if one refines one's goal in life and fixes one's mind on the center and comes back to the center, then one can stay in balance. Naturally, we're happy. It's the natural state of the spirit, the consciousness, to be happy, to be blissful. We're made of a stuff called Satchidananda, which is eternity, knowledge, and bliss. It's only for the sake of being distracted that we become like this. If anyone parked across the street in an apartment lot, please move your car. Busy day out there on the street. It looked like there must be something going on. But if you happen to have parked in one of the apartment complexes in somebody else's parking lot, better to move now. Otherwise, there'll be an emergency later because they tow cars and things like that. Sorry for the inconvenience. So, meditation, looking inwardly and so forth. There's a technique called Japa meditation. So Japa is a way of repeating the mantra which frees the mind and which gives something to hold on to, because the mind wants to fly here and there. Some forms of meditation use the breath, and that's also a good idea. But the mantra is an even better idea because it's inherently spiritual and has its own power. And if you get accustomed to listening to the mantra and fixing your mind on it, then you'll be in a good position to discover your inner self, not just your inner self, but also the super self who's sitting next to us in the body. So this is a recommendation in the Bhagavad Gita that one learn how to develop new habits. And the word abhyasena, Krishna uses in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, means by practice. And the word abhyasena means repeated or permanent exercise, discipline, use, habit, custom, repeated reading, study. Inculcation of a truth conveyed in sacred writings by means of repeating the same word or the same passage. In yoga philosophy, the effort of the mind to remain in its unmodified condition of purity, called sattva. That's a definition of abhyas from the Monier-Williams Sanskrit Dictionary. And the other friend of the meditator, besides abhyas, or this kind of relentless practice, everyday practice, is called vairagya, which means detachment. And here's the definition. indifference, disgust, or aversion to worldly objects. I like indifference out of those the best because it doesn't make a difference one way or another. They can come or go. Disgust, maybe we may invest a little bit emotionally. One's disgusted. But sheer indifference can't be beat when it comes to outside stimuli. And so in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna protests when Krishna says you should practice meditation. And he said, the mind is like the wind. How can I control it? He said, it's very strong, it's crazy, and it's determined. And it's flickering. And then Krishna answered. He said, O mighty armed son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment. So these two things are necessary for your meditation. One is abhyasena, which means everyday practice, doing something over and over again until you get good at it. And the normal course is you're bad at something and then you get good at it later. So don't worry about not being good from the start, but through abhyas or practice you'll get good. And then vairagyena, indifference. You have to situate yourself in such a way that you're indifferent to other things while you're practicing your meditation. And that brings you to presence. Presence is our awareness that we exist. The mind is projecting into the future and back into the past. Why, thank you. I just won a real prasadam flower garland. Hare Krishna. Another lucky winner. So, in the present moment, everything's always okay, but the mind is always conjuring what might happen later and lamenting for what did happen in the past or apparently happened in the past. But we can't really deal in the future or in the past. We can only deal with the present, with the exact present that we're in now. And if, for the sake of one's daily meditation, one can put off future thoughts, be indifferent to them, put off the thoughts that are hounding one from what one did in the past, and simply be satisfied to be in the present. This is also a form of practice, and one will see that I'm okay in the present moment. This helps to form attention in practice. So, there's also something mechanical that goes along with meditation that can help, and that is our breathing. Before starting the Japa meditation, one can sit for a few rounds of breath. And we'll try that right now. And a count of 4, you can exhale. And on the count of 4, you can inhale, and I'll count for you so you don't have to think about it. But just relax and then let your breath come out on the count of 4. Krishna 1, Krishna 2, Krishna 3, Krishna 4. Now inhale, Krishna 1, Krishna 2, Krishna 3, Krishna 4. And an exhale, Krishna 1, Krishna 2, Krishna 3, Krishna 4. And inhale, Krishna 1, Krishna 2, Krishna 3, Krishna 4. 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 And now just breathe normally and relax. So if you take a little time to breathe, which you might notice you don't get normally. We can go through a whole day without thinking about our breath, without even thinking about the bodily process. Eat fast, run off, next thing, next thing, next thing. You can go 5 years, 10 years, 100 years without actually even being aware of your own breath. So become aware that you exist, you're breathing, you're dependent on your breath. Breath is being supplied to you. In fact, you're not breathing, you're being breathed. You can't stop breathing, actually. You're on a ventilator. It's mechanical. But appreciate the fact that you're being maintained by your breath. This is a nice place to start, to become mindful before you begin your meditation in Japa. And develop awareness. Now, there are different kinds of awareness. One of them that's very prevalent nowadays, I think a lot because of technology, is absence presence. It means that you're one place, but you project into another place. You might be. I see people all the time in my neighborhood. They're pushing a baby stroller with a little baby. They also have a dog who's running on a leash, and they're also on a cell phone. How you do that? So that's a way in which the mind is going different ways. You're attending to many things at once. But in Japa, only attend to one thing. Put all the other things away. That includes anything with an on-off switch, just like when you get on the airlines. Now they let you keep the small devices going. Don't even keep those going. Turn it off. Don't even put it on silent mode, because then you're still aware of it, that it could go off. Turn it off completely. Put it away. Anything with an on-off switch, put it away. And situate yourself in a place where no one will call on you. If you have family members or friends or whatever, just tell them, I don't have time. I'm taking my meditation time right now. Next half hour can't be disturbed. And if you don't have one of these, you should get one. It's a little do not disturb sign. I bought one a few years ago. In fact, I have two of them. I carry them when I travel. And it's one of the most valuable little things I ever got. And I put it on my door at certain times, and then that's it. I can shut out the world. So we need time like that for this japa. And sometimes people say, well, I can't concentrate. Well, did you turn everything off? Did you tell people you're chanting for half an hour, or are they still coming in and asking you questions and so forth? So try that. And with the purpose of being fully attentive to your japa. Because when you give your full attention to someone, you're actually giving them your love. That's all we have to give, actually, is our attention. We can't give anything else. So fix your mind on being attentive. That sounds redundant, but maybe it's helpful. Okay. Now the mantra itself, I'm going to read the word-for-word description of the mantra. Nama, the holy name, Chintamani, transcendently blissful giver of all spiritual benedictions. Now this is describing the mantra itself, that it's the transcendental blissful giver of all benedictions. Wouldn't you want to spend time with that person rather than with other lesser entities? Krishna, not different from Krishna. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, the form of all transcendental mellows. Mellows means like relationships. So there's a way in which, in the name itself, we can develop a relationship with the super spirit. Krishna. Purna means complete. So the mantra is complete. The name is complete. The experience is complete. Most other activities that I focus on, that I give my attention to, are not complete. They're so incomplete that even when I start thinking about them, I feel dissatisfaction. For instance, planning for my own sense happiness in this world, Krishna says, is the source of misery. When I think about serving others, then I'm on a little bit higher level of consciousness. When I'm thinking about serving the Supreme Spirit and giving my attention there, I rise to the highest level of consciousness and I feel complete. Shuddha means pure, without material contamination. Nitya means eternal. Mukta means liberated. Abhinatvat means due to not being different. So the name and the mantra are not different. So we're clear about that. Then we discussed previously about the 3 P's, and those are pronunciation, posture, and prayer. So pronunciation, I'll read a purport from Srila Prabhupada's verse, from the verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. He gives a purport. When chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, in the beginning one may commit many offenses, which are called namabhasa and namaparadha. In this stage, there is no possibility of achieving perfect love of Krishna by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Therefore, one must chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra according to the principles of the above verse, Trinadapi suni chena toror ivasuhishnuna. Just an introduction, that last Sanskrit phrase means that one should be in a humble state of mind when one chants the names of God. In fact, it says you should feel as low as a straw in the street, like a blade of grass, actually, Trinadapi suni chena, and tolerant like a tree. Ready to offer respects to others, but not expecting anything in return. One should note in this connection that chanting involves the activities of the upper and lower lips as well as the tongue. All three must be engaged in chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. The words Hare Krishna should be very distinctly pronounced and heard. Sometimes one mechanically produces a hissing sound instead of chanting with the proper pronunciation, with the help of the lips and tongue. Chanting is very simple, but one must practice it seriously. Therefore, the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnas Kaviraj Goswami, advises everyone to keep this verse always strung about his neck. Again, the verse is Trinadapi suni chena. So he says, string it in a garland like this, the verse itself, which means to be humble, always humble. Put it around your neck and wherever you go in all circumstances. And especially when you're chanting. So posture. We'll hear on one recording where Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder, the teacher, founder, acharya of this organization, he taught everyone how to chant this japa. And in one of the recordings, you'll hear him say, sit properly. Apparently somebody was slouching or stretching out their legs. Like, sit properly. So this is the essence of the posture. And you'll notice when you sit up straight, if you're talking to somebody, for instance, and you sit up straight, suddenly they'll think, oh, maybe I should be more serious about what I'm saying. They're really listening now. And if you go to an interview somewhere and you're sitting like this, they won't hire you. No matter how good your SATs were, they'll say, this guy's a slacker. And they'll say, I'm sorry, but the spot is filled. So if you sit up straight and listen when you're chanting, or for that matter, if you're talking to someone and you sit up straight, you'll notice. Now, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but if you sit up straight and you don't rock also, there's a tendency to want to rock because the mind's always moving. And so you can sit down and then all of a sudden start rocking with the mantra. Not entirely bad. I mean, you might find a rhythm in it and you might be able to focus more at some point, but also try being perfectly still. Someone reported last time that after she had sat perfectly still, I think it was near Kula actually, that she noticed immediately the change in her consciousness and ability to focus. So try that in the posture. Also, it's very helpful to keep your hips above your knees. In fact, I need another one of these because they've gone flat and we need some more. This is called a zafu, by the way. You can go online and get a zafu. They're Buddhist meditation cushions. Zafu.com. They even have inflatable zafus. I travel with one and I blow it up and then sit on it for my morning meditation. And if you keep your hips above your knees, you can sit for a lot longer without fidgeting or moving around or feeling uncomfortable. So you can get a zafu. Tell them I told you to call. If you walk and chant, do so very mindfully. Don't whiz around the room and look at stuff, pick things up. There are all kinds of ways to chant japa that will be distracting. Don't read at the same time. Don't be on the internet at the same time. You can't because everything's turned off, right? But be careful about your posture, and even if you have to get up and move, do it mindfully. So one of the practices is, as you're chanting, stay focused on the mantra And when the urge to fly off somewhere else mentally comes, practice tolerating it and see what happens. Because when impulses come, when itches come, generally their message is, I'm going to be here forever until you give in. But if you actually tolerate for some time, they just go away and go, oh, you were a wimp after all. Not so strong. So you become stronger as you learn to tolerate the various urges and impulses, and you see that I can actually find satisfaction just being where I am right now. I don't have to move anywhere else. I don't have to go anywhere else. This all has to do with posture. And you'll notice in the Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, when Arjuna asks Krishna, what is a person who is fixed in spiritual consciousness? He uses the word stita prajna. Stita prajna means somebody who's fixed in transcendental consciousness. He asks, how does he sit? How does he speak? How does he walk? And that's an interesting question. How does he sit? The big question is, can you sit? Can you sit and just be there in any one place? And the answer is usually not, because of the momentum of all the things that are in my mind and all the duties I have to do, I can't sit for very long. I've got to get up and go. And that's the nature of this world. I'm being constantly moved on. So this may seem counterintuitive to sit down. There used to be, mothers used to tell their kids sometimes, don't just sit there, do something. And I saw someone wrote a book that said, don't just do something, sit there. It's a book on meditation. So try that for a little while. For a little while, give yourself that luxury to actually be yourself and not chase after your thoughts and watch the movie of the mind. So then a third is prayer. And I'm going to read you a couple of excerpts from Prabhupada's writings on prayers. He said, first of all, chanting is a genuine cry. That's what a prayer is, a genuine cry. And if you make a genuine cry, you'll have no problem focusing or staying in the chanting. You'll want to stay for a long time, because we all need to cry. This world has so many circumstances that make us cry. In fact, it says in the Bhagavatam that in this universe there's an ocean of tears somewhere. And it's a composite of all the crying that goes on in the universe, because people are constantly being upset by the situation of this world, which is temporary. Okay, so he writes, the three words, namely Hara, Krishna, and Rama, are transcendental seeds of the Mahamantra, and the chanting is a spiritual call for the Lord and his internal energy, Hara, for giving protection to the conditioned soul. The chanting is exactly like a genuine cry by the child for the mother. Mother Hara helps in achieving the grace of the Supreme Father Hari, or Krishna, and the Lord reveals himself to such a sincere devotee. And here's a couple more. Prabhupada writes these in the book called the Rajavidya, the King of Knowledge. Somehow or other, however, we have fallen into this material ocean, and as the waves toss, we suffer. Actually, we have nothing to do with the tossing waves of material miseries. We must simply pray, Krishna, please pick me up. This is how we should pray when we're chanting. Genuine cry. And then here's another one. In addition to giving and receiving in the execution of devotional service, one has to submit to Krishna whatever distress or confidential problem he has. He should say, Krishna, I am suffering in this way. I have fallen in this tossing ocean of material illusion. Kindly pick me up. I understand now that I am simply put here as if thrown in the Atlantic Ocean. I may not in any way identify with the Atlantic Ocean, but I am subject to the tossing of the ocean. Actually, I am a spiritual spark, a fragmental part of you. That's a beautiful, genuine cry and prayer. And we can, as we're chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, submit ourselves to Krishna and say, I'm helpless, I'm suffering, I'm drowning in this ocean. Please save me, please protect me. This is a genuine cry. That's doable. Anybody, any living entity anywhere can do that. And that's all that's necessary. Very esoteric poem by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I'm not going to read it right now. It's too heavy. I don't think we can handle this. I know I can't. But I'll tell you what it's about. It's a poem that he writes at the end of his book, Sharanagati, which is the path of surrender, in which he describes how through the practice of chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, the holy name personified, as we heard earlier, the name and Krishna are the same, comes and takes him by the hand back to the spiritual world and introduces him to his eternal service. Definitely too heavy to read. Maybe later. And one last thing. Sanculpa. Sanculpa. The power of Sanculpa. It means fixing your attention before you begin your meditation. A quote from the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. My dear boy, whatever you desire while chanting your mantra, by its power you will fully achieve. Indeed, you will attain more than you desire. Shall I read it again? It's intriguing. My dear boy, whatever you desire while chanting your mantra, by its power you will fully achieve. Indeed, you will attain more than you desire. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Commentary. But here's the point. It's fixing your sankalpa. What do you want? Make sure you fix your desire on something which is worthy. But so many desires are not worthy. They simply lead us into misery. Commentary. Before performing any religious ritual, including the chanting of mantras, one should solemnly formulate one's sankalpa, intention, either verbally or mentally. In most Vedic sacrifices, one can expect one's sankalpa to be fulfilled only in the indefinite future, most likely in the next life. But by the blessings of his guru, Gopakumar's specific sankalpas would all be quickly realized, as we will see as his story continues. So this is an excerpt from the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Trishab smiling. Yeah, you should read the book. So, your sankalpa, your intention will be very quickly fulfilled by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, or not. And I say that because Krishna is very tricky. He knows how to take away those things that are not good for us. That's why his name is Hari. He takes away things I'm attached to that I shouldn't be attached to. I think I want them, but he's expert at giving them to me in such a way that I don't want them anymore. So it's always better to fix your sankalpa and think, what do I really want? Pure devotional service. In fact, Maharaj Prithu, when he was praying to the Lord, said that I don't know what to ask for, so you give me what's best for me. Instead of me asking for something that falls short, you decide and give me whatever's best for me. Just if it's medicine, fine. Go ahead and give it to me. That's a very high state of consciousness in fixing one's sankalpa, that Krishna, I know I'm attached and you can take away those attachments. I'm not strong enough to give up my attachments, but I'm going to leave the door open while I'm chanting. You come here and steal them. Please steal them away. Hare means one who takes away. So, we have a few tips there for chanting, and let's just hear back from you a couple of them before we try a 5-minute session of meditation. What are some of the items that we mentioned so far that stuck in your mind or that you wrote down? So that when you go home, because it's important for you to have a home practice. When you get home, pick your time, write it down, say, I'm going to do this at a certain time every day. If you can do that, your spiritual life takes off in a very healthy way. Trishab, what did you hear?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, when you were saying that whatever thoughts you have while chanting, they can come true. So one incident came which happened to me, and which is that I was in India and I was chanting in a very nice locality, like not where my house is, but I was sitting in my car and parked on the side and chanting, and this thought was coming that how nice it will be if we have a house here.
Are you moving to India, Trisha? Is this how you're going to tell us that you're moving?
So this thought was coming, and I was like, why is this thought coming? But I was still chanting, and a few months later, my dad calls me and says, we got a house here without anything happening. And someone gave a house to him, like because he had to give some money. Instead, he gave a house in the same, just opposite to the point where I was sitting and chanting.
Very nice. Thank you. A lesson, a word to the wise.
Exactly. I hope I can have.
Okay. Okay. All right. Who else? What else did we hear? Sundarananda, who's in the back at the Japa table. By the way, there's a Japa table today in the back. Okay, so let's run a microphone to the back segment.
I like the point where you said, Prabhu, full attention means showing love.
Attention means love. Yes, if you give your full attention, you're giving your love. Yes, thank you. I stole that one from Satyadev. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I really like the point. Don't just do something, sit there.
You're right. Don't just do something, sit there. Good. Nice. What else? Gandharvika and then
I
Shraddha.
have some questions. We say that there is no external things that are required for the mantra to be effective. So, is there anything that else that one should do before starting in the morning, or as soon as we wake up we just start? Because is it like one should take bath and do everything and then we sit? How is there any insight? Can you give some insight? Or is our goal that I have to get my chanting done before I get to office or something like that?
Well, you have to find your own rhythm, how, and it may change from time to time. You may start in one way and then improve it in another and adjust it in another time. A main point is to keep practicing. And it does help if you get up early. Early in the morning is best according to the scriptures, because there's a channel of opportunity during especially Brahma Muhurta hour, an hour and 45 minutes before the sun rises, is a time when there's free nectar floating in the air. So if you can chant during that time, it's nice. Being in Sattva Gun, or the mode of goodness, there are certain activities that help. Don't eat at night. Don't eat anything heavy at night, because in the morning time you'll still be digesting and it makes it more difficult. And also taking an early bath in the morning, cleansing with water early in the morning, taking a cool shower is helpful. Even cold is even better. Especially when it's cold out, you'll stay warm because it closes up all your pores and such. But these things can help. So if you find ways in which, for instance, if you clean up your room, your space, your house, wherever you live, and you make it nice and neat the night before, when you wake up in the morning, you'll think, who did that? At least that's what I was like. Who did? Oh, I did it. And I appreciate myself when I wake up and I think, wow, thanks for cleaning up, sir. And also, when everything's out of your way, if you have papers around and other distractions, that are calling to you, that environment will be less conducive for meditation. So if you live in a really simple, if you make the space you chant in very simple and not cluttered with so many things, that helps also. So you find your niche. These are a lot of things that you can do, but at the same time, there's no hard and fast rules for chanting. You can chant at any time. And sometimes when you're in the most obscure circumstances, like one devotee was telling me that she was arrested once, and then the police handcuffed her to the bench in the police station. And then she said that was the most deep chanting she ever did at that time. And so at any time we can manifest this really intense chanting. And you might also prepare everything and then your mind will take off. So you have to tolerate that and go through with your practice anyway. And noticing, that some days are better than others. Okay? A couple more? Yes?
So I like the point when you said, when you told, when you can sit in the posture where your hips are above the knees, you can sit for a longer time. Because I have that problem. When I sit for more than 6 rounds, my leg starts getting numb. So I have to get up and free it. So I'm going to try that posture.
Okay. Yeah, and good.
I also have a question, because sometimes when I feel sleepy, like little bit of rocking this side or this side, it helps me to become more awake. And sometimes when there is intense chanting also, like you were expressing that we should have the mood of a child, like crying. When someone is crying, it's generally not still. So generally pray, and so that kind of rocking also happens. So.
Sure. Now, I'm not suggesting that everyone has to sit perfectly still, but I do suggest that you try it from time to time and notice the difference. Just be aware of how you're sitting and where your consciousness is. And if you decide to get up, notice why you're getting up. Don't just let the momentum of your mind get you up and say, who did that? No, I was going to sit. I thought I was going to sit for 2 rounds. And it's like, no, you're up now. Go, Who said that? Be aware of how your mind is dictating to you and so forth. But if it helps you to be in a rhythm and rock, okay, whatever way that you can be more conscious and aware of the mantra, that helps you. It's okay. Shraddha, you had one, and then...
Maharaj, I like the definition of balance that you gave, that it's not about just staying still, it's about finding your center and then coming back to it every time. Because sometimes we feel very thing. And I also like the point about being aware that you exist and that you have a mind. Because for the longest time, number one, I have no idea how I came to where I am, in age. Never being aware that I was living. And the second is to make the distinction between mind. And I always used to think that the thoughts that come are me, that's me. But now I've started making that distinction, and that way you're able to analyze your thoughts much better in that way. And one last thing I wanted to say was that, we should switch off everything before we do the meditation, and also remember not to switch them back again, during the mantra, because sometimes I have this tendency to go back and, switch on the phone again.
Leave them off?
Leave them. No, if it's off, then I'll, after an hour of chanting, I'd like to go back and open it up again.
Turn it on?
Turn it on, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you're saying that's a good thing?
No.
Oh. Well, I'd certainly like to keep in touch with you, so. She helps with all kinds of clerical stuff, that's why.
One problem I used to have was I would speed up. And I'm sure that when I was doing that, I would be dropping mantras. So one thing I've been trying is have a recording of Srila Prabhupada chanting and stick to that same speed. And that seems to be, at least I'm not dropping any syllables, any mantras in the process.
Good. Okay, nice. We also suggested last week that you record your own chanting and listen to it, because then you become very aware. Microphone.
So the one observation, Prabhuji, I made about myself is, so the more number of rounds I chant in one shot, my concentration kind of, goes down. Because right now I'm chanting some X number of rounds, it's fine, I guess. But as we go up, right, I'd like to, overcome that. Any suggestions? Or
yeah, do some more, because sometimes there's a lull in the middle, and you'll finish with a flourish. Oftentimes you start off strong. Say if you're chanting 16 rounds, you can notice that maybe it takes a few rounds before you can actually lock into the mantra. And then after maybe, rounds 4 through 12 or something like that, you find great intensity. And then after that, it may go down a little bit, but try going to 25 rounds. or 64. That's a good idea. Take some days to do 64 rounds rather than just 16, because when you do that, you'll find out that the tongue actually likes to chant. You chant 64 rounds in a day. When you stop and you go do something else, your tongue will still be going Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, and you get a taste for it. The vibration is very powerful. And this is from Shastra also. Namaparada yuktanam naman yeva harantyagam avishrani prayuktani naman yeva harantyagam. The Shastra says that if you're committing offenses while chanting, you should continuously chant, because then you'll gradually overcome the chanting, the offenses. So more chanting.
Okay.
Do more.
Hare Krishna.
16, 25, 64. Plan a day when you do 64 rounds. And then you can actually surprise yourself, and you'll think, oh, I didn't know I had the capacity. And then you'll think, oh, 16, that's just a token, for the day. And you'll also see the different patterns throughout 64, because you do 64 rounds, you'll find a certain kind of taste that you never knew you could get. Okay?
I'll try.
Thanks for asking. Any other questions? So we have a table, Japa table, and behind the table we have one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet in your life, on the planet, anywhere. That's compelling in and of itself. Sundarananda Prabhu is sitting back there. And he's one of the nicest people I've ever met in my whole life, anywhere on the whole planet. And he's sitting back there with a big box of beads. These are what we call Japa beads. And I don't know, he has some scheme, something like if you agree to chant a certain number of rounds, you can take them. And if you just want to buy them, they're $100. I don't think that's his scheme. That was my idea. But we have an idea that if you'd like to get in this home practice of chanting, we're going to help you by giving you a little structure. So that structure will be that he has a sign-up sheet there. You could take shelter of Sundarananda Prabhu by signing up on his sheet. And there are different levels that you can achieve. What are the levels, Sundarananda? Do you want to tell us?
So there are 6 levels, Prabhu. We have the different names of the rivers for the 6 levels. So we have a target of, you can do 1 round of Japa, which is the chanting on the beads, which is 108 times of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Or you can do 2, 4, 8, 12 and 16. So these are the different options that's available. So people can choose how many ever number of rounds they are comfortable with, and will be happy to assist and serve.
Okay, so 1 round of Japa. Shall we explain it? Can I have some of those beads? These are Japa beads. They're in every culture of the world. Every culture has some prayer beads for what we would hope would be obvious reasons. Is that 1 set? Okay, give me just 1. Thank you. Okay, so these are nice beads, actually. Where'd you get them? Okay, so these beads have a head bead at the top that you'll notice is different from all the other beads. This is called the Krishna bead. So we don't chant on the Krishna bead. And then there's 108 beads going around. These represent the 108 Upanishads, or the 108 gopis, who are Krishna's most intimate devotees. And there's a large end and a small end, and the beads graduate in size from large to small. So you start chanting on the Japa beads with these 2 fingers, the thumb and the middle finger. There's a nerve that runs down the middle of this middle finger that helps one to concentrate as you roll the beads in your hand, in your finger. So one mantra would be chanted on one bead like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then you move to the next bead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Progressively, you would do one mantra on each bead, and then you go all the way around to the Krishna bead on the other side. Time-lapse photography. And now I've come all the way to the Krishna bead. That means I've chanted 108 Hare Krishna mantras. That is one round. Now, the speed at which we just chanted is a little slow for japa normally, although for one round it might be okay. But if you're going to chant more than that, you'll practice speeding up. Oh, one other thing. When I get to the small side, I turn around again. Don't cross over the Krishna beat, you turn around. So it's like you start on the fat end, you go to the small end, just like a tree. It's fat at the bottom and small at the top. So you climb up, get the fruit, come back down. So then you go back around again, and if you go all the way back the other side, then you've done 2 rounds of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And so he has the sign-up sheet, and each holy river, each level has the name of a holy river. So you can commit to 1 round, 2 rounds, 4 rounds, 6, 12, or 16, or 64. You get 64, right? Okay, so then the way it'll help you is if you sign up for it and say, I'm going to do 1 round a day, then you can come back next week and check in and see how you're doing. And we'll develop this program as we go. If you'd like, we can list your name, and you can stay steady at a certain level. How long do you have to stay steady at a certain level? 1 month. Okay, 1 month. So you have some impetus. You have somebody that's helping to monitor you.
I had a question. So the way I do is I go from the small to the bigger ones and then come back. But is it not correct?
Turn around.
We should start from
on the bigger ones.
Small,
okay. Yeah. I know it'll throw things off for a while, but now actually you'll notice too, and we have these available, I think, at our ad hoc gift shop. This is called a bead bag, and you can keep your beads inside this bag, and you'll notice on the side of the bag there's this other set of beads. So these are called counter beads. So there's 16, and I have finished my 16 for the day. That's why they're down there like that. And now they're up, ready to go. So every time you chant 1 round, you can pull down a bead, right? Now, what are these other 4 sticking off of this side? So there's 16 here and there's 4 here. That's for your 64 rounds, should you so decide to do that. Every time you finish a 16, then you pull down one of the small ones on that side. And that way you can do 32 rounds and 48, 64. So this is to monitor your own practice. So if you want to get fully equipped, you not only get your beads, and I don't get a commission from this, so you get your beads, bead bag, and the counter beads. And then you're ready to go. And the way you use the bag is you put your hand in the bag once you get good at fingering the beads and learning how to move them, and you put your finger outside the hole. It helps to hold the whole thing in place. What I like to do is tie the strap around my wrist like this and cinch it up. And then you can hold it like that. And if you walk through Burlingame like this, people look at your hand as you're going by. So you got a bomb in there or what? And so, when you sit to chant, you can hold your bag like this and chant your japa. That's some practical matters. But anyone who would like to be encouraged in a home practice of chanting japa, we have everything you need. We got Sundarananda. We got a chart you can fill out, and as soon as you fill out the chart, then your mind's going to really grab onto something and say, oh, now I have to do this because I signed up for it and I'm going to go for it. So we encourage you to take the challenge. It'll change your life in a very practical way, that you know that you've got this commitment every day, and other things will be moved out of the way. You'll move other things out of the way in order to do that. Any other questions about what I just said, about the beads or japa or anything? Great. Now let's try chanting for a few minutes. You ready to give out awards before the arti? Good. Okay. Okay, so get in a comfortable position. Do we have beads for those who'd like to try them, Sundar? You can distribute. Okay, so if you'd like to try some beads and you don't have them, then raise your hand, and Sundar Nanda and his team, he's got a whole team now, they're going to bring around the beads and you can try them out. These beads are hand carved out of sacred wood. Here, a few more over here. Shalabahu? Yeah, she's got her hand up. Great. Okay. Anything with an on-off switch, turn it off. If the inevitable happens and someone's cell phone goes off while we're chanting, just let it go right through you and tolerate it and keep going. If kids run through the room screaming, which is inevitable also, simply continue chanting and bring your mind back to the mantra. If your mind runs off to Rancho Cucamonga while you're chanting, bring it back and simply, you don't have to chastise your mind, but just notice that it ran off like a little kid and just come back and continue the mantra in a serious way. And what we're going to do is try a few breaths to start with. We're going to do the 4 count with an inhalation. We're going to do 3 rounds of 4. And after that, as you're doing your breathing, fix your Sanculpa. That is, what is your intention for chanting? Think about it and fix your determination, and then we'll start chanting and we'll chant in unison. Okay, so remember, do it at your own pace, the breathing, but inhale 4 counts, exhale 4 counts, and do 3 times. And then we'll pause and we'll start chanting. Ready? Please begin. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And now just sit for a moment and take a breath or two with your eyes closed and feel how the vibration has affected you. Thank you very much. Now, Sundarananda is going to have the table up there for the remainder of the evening. So any of you want to go up there and talk to him, get some beads from him, and sign up for your own challenge. Just challenge yourself. He'll help you fill out the form, and you can check in on a weekly, monthly basis and see how you're doing.
Natcheri Armarman, Natcheri Armarman, Natcheri Armarman, Natcheri Armarman, hey, Natcheri Armarman, Natcheri Armarman, Natcheri Armarman, Natcheri Armarman.